Showmatch for this best of 7. Much anticipated. Fairy Peak versus Deevo. Two players who have been doing phenomenally well on the stream. Read the message or you'll commit a serious riot. You're going to get seriously timed out, my friend, because you're spamming. So see you later, man. Sit in the naughty step. Goodbye. We'll do shoutouts after the series, as always. I'll try to remember. It was Poka64, last person to donate. Also Square 1998. Congrats on the superstar. You're just one away from the champion, but you need to do it fast because we're nearly into season 4. Am I a fairy? I am not a fairy. At least I don't think so. We got Fairy Peak in the Batmobile versus Deevo, who is in his regular octane. I'm going to make this bar a little bit smaller because I think it's just in the way a little bit. There we go. That's better because now you guys can see the player names just so you're sure who it is. Fairy Peak should have a goal here. Looks like he's missing on the power shot to begin this series. 0-0 in the best of 7. Batmobile Fairy's been looking really good in 3v3. We did see him, of course, playing for France against Germany, and he was looking phenomenal in the Batmobile. Good save! Coxer-esque last-minute save on the goal line. But I've never seen Fairy Peak play Batmobile once, so how's that gonna change his play? Because of course, when he does play in the Octane, he's got a very fast play style, zooming around the field. Is he gonna play more controlled and slow and methodical in the Batmobile? Get things started with a great recovery. Got bumped up into the air by Deevo here. He sent Fairy flying off the wall, but look at the recovery. Deevo trying to get back to the net, but he just wasn't there fast enough. Fairy Peak gets 1 goal to take the lead, flying out the sky. I'm expecting a little bit more methodical approach from Fairy in the Batmobile. The Batmobile kind of does that to people. Bit of a control-y car, and the Octane much more brute force in your face. Good save by Deevo, getting a double save to stop Fairy from doubling the lead. The title needs to be changed. Oh yeah, I don't have any mods here. I should probably change the title. Let me do that real quick.
This will we donate for nudes.
Alright, I've updated the title, boys. I've updated the title. If you can't see it, then just be sure to refresh the stream. Look at the moves of Deevo, side to side and bottom left corner. Fairy Peak cannot stop the acceleration. Look at that control coming out of Deevo. The ball's glued to the front end of his car as he goes left, right, and left again.
Can't believe my face is on the screen, and for once I don't have the biggest nose on the screen.
Yeah, for once, dude. I mean, I did make your face a little bit smaller than my face.
Love the stream, buddy. Quality sure reference. Check.
Deevo's coming off the ceiling, and a great recovery. Looks like he's lost his dodge, though.
Now that I have my own office, I can watch Kit and listen to the stream. I'm not
Nice,
entirely sure what the limit is on the text
It's a lot.
speech.
It's a lot. Although Brian does read pretty quick, which is good. Deevo is looking comfortable right now. This is dangerous for Fairy Peak because every time that Deevo has looked like he's in the zone, he is such a dangerous player. Able to outpace almost anybody in the world.
I hope
And Fairy Peak is not able to keep up right now.
You because the 1v1s on your channel are my favorite RL content. Would hate to see you do less of it.
Listen, I'll never stop uploading. Even if I'm working for RLCS, I'll upload every single day on YouTube. I'll be sure to stream. If I streamed less days, I would stream for longer when I do stream. And although like when I do have to travel, I'm not able to stream so much. I would find a way. I'll never stop uploading. Don't worry. Never. I will not drop the content levels. If anything, I could do so much more if I had, like, I don't know, actual casting gigs. It would make me work harder, I think. Because right now it's just, it's I've got nothing to do. I just stream and I upload YouTube videos. That's it. And it doesn't really, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I need to do, I don't know, I need something else to keep me motivated. I do. I'm looking for something. Fairy Peak, again able to work his way forward to tie the game straight after getting scored on.
Never get to catch your stream, usually watch the YouTube vids. Figure died contribute to a prize pool finally.
Yeah, appreciate all the prize pool contributions, guys. I'll make this a little bit smaller. Hold on. Put it up. We can put it up here, actually. How's this? Do you guys want me to keep the prize pool over there? I could do that because I used to have my follow notifications and stuff up there, but I moved them ages ago. So I know I could put the prize pool in that corner. Sorry for doing a little bit of admin on stream here, but that's just what happens when you are doing admin, production, casting, and analysis, and banter all in one. And also doing better camera work than anyone else in the Rocket League scene. Easy as pie. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why everybody else is so bad at it, honestly. I'm not even that good, but everybody else is so bad that it makes me look good. Yeah? You guys like that? I can leave it there. 1 pixel off. Shut it. It's not. It's perfect. A bit of a messy recovery there by Deevo. Pretty messy. Fairy Peak has definitely looked like the methodical Batmobile that I expected to see. And honestly, he's fitting this new look very, very well. Will we see impressive flicks though? Because every time that Fairy Peak does play, I want to see an absolute boomer of a flick, because that is what he has become known for. Not a 180 flick though. He's had to concede that title to Magnus the Finn, but Deevo, whoa, just barely beats Fairy to the ball, and top corner, but it's gone out off the joint. What a shot that would have been. Again, just beating Fairy to the ball. That's Deevo's playstyle. The Fairy holding strong in defense, a little bit of help from the top corner inside of the post, and now quick on the counter attack. Deevo trying to get a bump, does not work. The Batmobile, which honestly, does anybody else think that the Batmobile from this angle looks a bit like a toilet seat? It's got a toilet seat on top. Do you guys see that? The toilet seat car. Oh, what a save! Deevo does well to get on the right side of the goal line. Phenomenal save, actually. And trying to muscle Fairy off the ball, but Fairy holding strong. And just popping the ball high. Deevo again has the boost control. This has been the story of the game, but Fairy has been in control of the scoreline. Deevo has some work to do. Just got wrecked by Sonics. Center between the scoreboard and the play notifications. Oh yeah, let me look at where the first touch is, and I'll center it. Let me take a look. Bam. Okay, I guess there. I get, but the problem is that some players have longer names than others. You know, some players have longer names than others. Deevo's got some work to do here. He's trying to find some space, but Fairy has all the space right now. And there's the flick that we've been waiting for. Blasts it in the top corner. Deevo was close, but no cigar. What a flick by Fairy. Looks like Deevo double jumped into the contest, actually. Deevo's like a more reliable Lechino, potentially. Certainly in open bracket qualifiers. Oh, too soon, too soon. Especially since I'm actually quite sad that we're not going to get to see Iris in the group stage. Fairy missing on an open net, but it looks like Deevo might have given up. Is he gonna abort that give up mission? Abort the abort mission. He's now taking the mission again. Fairy misses again. Hook shot for Deevo, comfortable. Into the net. Deevo needs a kickoff goal here. I don't see him getting a play from possession and then a kickoff goal in 0 seconds. That has just never happened on my stream. He needs a goal right now. Not a bad outcome, but Fairy Peak has the boost. Should be able to deal with this situation, and he will. Game 1 for Fairy.
Your camera work about 1,000 times better too.
That's so mean. Oh my goodness. Fairy will go 1 up here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the scoreboard right now, because there's no way Deevo could take this one back. Was Zentox EU? Yes, Zentox was indeed EU. And they cheated. I'll go ahead and do some shoutouts right now, by the way.
Great matchups. To the winner, the spoils.
To the winner go the spoils. And right now the winner is looking like Fairy Peak. In the Batmobile, no less.
Caught one smile.
Where did I stop doing shoutouts here? Where was it? Where did I stop? I think it was Polka64. Yeah, so we got the Network of Sky. Appreciate the sub.
Brand building.
Astresk with the 2.
Searched on Twitter but can't fix anything.
I'll maybe talk about branding a little bit. I don't know. It's more of a joke. Shadow Realm YouTube with the £20. Appreciate that. Cosmic Dustmite with the 3. Disposed Normal with the 411. Heter with the 3. Jeremy with the 821. And Swiftly Illegal 7 months in a row. Welcome back. I appreciate that. I'm gonna leave it on DevoCam for a little bit here, guys, because I can't do two things at once.
What did you think of the Briscar LCS sponsorship and all that dank product placement?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What other sponsorships are you hoping for? I would love to see Mountain Dew, Carl's Jr., and Bunnies.
Just edible things, yeah. Gotta get the food.
What's the difference between Jesus and this baby I just killed? Jesus died a virgin. Moim wham wham
Wow.
wham wham moim 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 me
Oh dear.
my oh my oh my moim moim oi I you me moim oh my moim my oh my oh me my oh my oh my oh my moim my oh my oh my oh me oh my moim me oh my.
What's everyone talking about who cheated? It was one of the European teams. They played with a player who was not from a European country that was eligible for RLCS, and they qualified for group stage. So they're probably going to have to get disqualified. I hope they do, because they broke the rules.
I mean W.
Silly beans.
Just
Silly bean bags. Another game that's starting off pretty low scoring here. Game 1 did start off with a 1-1, and it stayed that way for quite a while before Fairy Peak broke the trend. Game 2, this time even more low scoring, 0-0, over a minute gone. It's been all Deevo in the possession, and he does get the first goal. Looks like Fairy Peak might have beaten this challenge. Deevo's air dribble bounced before the line, which is never a good sign. But what on earth happened to Fairy Peak? Just clean whiff on the backflip. Not sure if he thought Deevo was going to go higher than that. £100 donation. I know, I've not reached that high. I've not reached that high on the shoutouts. Ooh, Fairy Peak might have tried to be a little bit cheeky here. He might have tried to be a little bit cheeky. And he did. Trying to do the fake kickoff. Just hit the brakes before the connection in the center. Deevo does not hit the ball straight to him, however, and is going to double the lead. That fake kickoff has not been successful on my stream. It's had success in tournaments for Fairy Peak, but never on stream. Yeah, so we stopped doing shoutouts to Swiftly Legal 7 months. I'll catch up later. Hopefully, I'm even doing some in the game, or between games rather, because there were just so many earlier. It was going to be just a shoutout stream, a sellout stream, which is a good thing because we all love selling out, don't we? Especially the boy brand sellouts. Fairy drops the ball, gets demoed for his trouble. The Batmobile boom. Deevo fires immediately. Save from Fairy. Deevo's coming again though with the mind game, and it's successful. Completely does the Frenchman. Fairy Peak is second to the ball every single time, and he sees Deevo coming in. Fade away from the Englishman. Easy fake for Deevo. 3-1. Looking to tie up the series.
Prize pool. I hope Fairy takes my money. Keep up the good work.
Fairy Peak fan in the chat. But after that, I wonder if you're still going to be a Fairy fan. Deevo just occupied his brain with that fake.
Here's a meme. Roses are cheaper. Violets are a
Fairy Peak
scam.
got the ball past Deevo
So here is some
with that shot.
TCH.
So much spam today. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Is it time to turn off TTS during show matches? I don't even know. Is it time? I'm asking you, Swiss chat. Good initial shot by Fairy. He got a little bit lucky with the way the ball bounced right back in front of the net there, as a little bit more to the left would have sent it wide, a little bit higher would have sent it straight off the bar rather than into the joint and out. Yes, no. I mean, it looks pretty 50-50. Oh, get banged on the wall, Deevo. And Fairy should have the goal. Yes, he will. Runs it in. Pretty efficient line. 3-all. Fairy's tied the game here. £10 minimum in money matches. I mean, I don't know. For me, I can increase. Yeah, I'll probably increase the minimum. That's the in-between solution. But what should the minimum even be? People are gonna call me out and sell out all over again. I've already increased the minimum from £1 to £3. I'm gonna have to do it again because everybody's just spamming amming. I could leave it like donations at 3, but TTS at higher. Fail on the backflip flick. Deevo's tried the montage play, sends it sky high. Gotta be a misplay for Deevo to go for that. Although Deevo, I love his playstyle. He just goes for so many montage plays. Thank you. That's what I like to hear. Or is it really? Oh, get dunked on. Deevo from 3-1 to 5-3 in the opposition's favor. This has absolutely been turned around here by Fairy Peak. Slamming the ball past Deevo. Deevo very greedy there to try and shoot the ball on target. Right in front of a goalkeeper. 10 for TTS. I could make it 10 for TTS. Yeah, I could do it right now actually. Like, let's see. We'll do it 10 for TTS because this is just getting absolutely ridiculous. Alright, where are we? Donations. Settings. Bam. Settings. Oh dear. Right, wait, I think, how do I even do this? I'm on the alert box right now. Donations. TTS. Minimum amount to read, 10. Bam. We've done it. Minimum amount to read is 10. At least I'm glad that we did fix the bar. It's working, so that's good. Anyway, back to the game. This has been the Fairy Peak show after Deevo's initial advantage. And once again, Deevo throwing away a goal lead. Beanvo is back. Keepy up to the near post. Low 50-50 is not going to work. Fairy Peak just kissed the ball on the way past. And another slam off Deevo's roof. Sell out? I'm not selling out, am I? It's for a prize pool, guys. It's for a prize pool. During show matches, I'll probably make it 10. Fairy Peak comes in from the blind spot for the demo. Deevo's dropped another one. 4 goals consecutively for the Frenchman. Actually, make it 5. 5 goals consecutively. But yeah, this is just for show matches. If you want to spam me when I'm not doing a cast, then sure, I'll put it back down again. But during the show match, we're just gonna try this out. Because all I can hear right now is spam. Everybody's like, lol, I'll throw away £3 to spam Johnny. Easy troll. But now at least, yeah, you can't do it for 3. It's a bit more expensive. So we might actually get to focus on the gameplay. Which Fairy Peak is bringing his A game right now. Deevo did have a comeback victory against Cucks just the other week. And he's finishing off this game with some bullying. Oh my word, the absolute fight night. Deevo battering Fairy all over the field, but it's to no avail. 2-0 for Fairy. He did a great comeback in the game, and a bit risky for Deevo rather, to go for that 180 backflip flick, the Magnus flick, if you will. I know that some people have been asking, why do I say that you shouldn't name moves after players, but then I name some moves after some players? It's because the players that I name moves after are actually someone. You know, they're relevant. You don't name moves after someone that nobody's ever heard of. Yeah, I'll get to the donations. I'll get to reading out. I will. You can still contribute to the prize pool without the spam. For 3 quids, you can. It's only the text to speech that I increased the price to. You can donate for 3 if you want to. That is up to you, and I will still give you a shout out after the game. All the same. Game 3, best of 7. Deevo down by 2. He did look in control at the start of game 2. Looked very comfortable. But Fairy Peak was able to quickly turn that one around. It looks like we're getting a similar start here. Deevo in control at the start of the game. Fairy Peak has played that defensive style that the Batmobile brings out of people. And he's looking very comfortable in that role. I wonder if we'll get to see a Fairy Peak vs. Cuxer rematch. The Batmobile murder match.
Cheer 250 Johnny. If you make the spam more expensive, I am going to put in the extra work to make the absolute most annoying spam you can imagine. Don't try me. I'll do it.
What have I done, guys? What have I done? I've started a war.
Oh boy, finally
catch
a stream. Should I spam moi? Johnny, love your nose, I mean your streams. Hope to see you at Insomnia 60.
I'll be at Insomnia 60. I'll be casting. I will.
Banana.
Oh, Fairy Peak misses on the face-off goal. Deevo's had a couple of those himself. And if he can't close out this W, he is definitely in trouble. He's going off the ceiling again. He still has his dodge. Misses the ball, but Fairy not looking that comfortable on the save. Deevo back in time. Good dodging by Deevo to get back into the defense. Misses the corner boost and gives up possession just to secure it on the second time of asking. Fairy Peak doesn't look like he knows how to approach from this position, and Deevo's all over the place. What is this? The slowest goal in Showmatch history, maybe? What is Deevo doing? As he barely keeps it out of his net after nearly own goaling it. But on the second save, he was just not close enough to the ball, and Fairy Peak wins with the worst 50-50 that I've ever seen. And no, Beanvo is back. Fairy Peak doubled the goal tally that he has in game 3. Deevo is looking so comfortable, and now he's rattled himself. He is not. He's not looking like the Deevo that we saw a couple of minutes ago. What is going on? What has happened?
Prize pool.
Appreciate all the prize pool donations, guys.
Silence for Iris Lololol. I heard there was some drama there.
A moment of silence for Iris. Oh, Deevo nearly on goal there. That would have been a Beanvo classic. But fortunately for him, he's still up by 2. He's got that one cushion on top of his lead. He's had all the possession for most of the series. Fairy Peak has just been sitting back, defending, waiting for Beanbo to show up. And Beanbo has showed up. Not in his masses, but he showed up a sufficient amount of times for Fairy Peak to take 2 wins in a row. And he's not looking to change up his style. Good air roll by Deevo to continue the air dribble. Trying to carry it over Fairy at the last second, but unable to do so. Again, Fairy, slow, methodical approach, picking up the small pads. Deevo, though, uncontrolled, the big boost. And he will barely roll this into the bottom corner. Slams it in with a post pinch, actually. Could have had a much more simple run-in if he just took his time with this touch. He got it in eventually. Deevo 5-3, or 5-2 rather. 3 minutes remaining is what I meant to say. And he's looking in control of the face-offs, which is important. Fairy Peak, of course, maybe only having a little bit of experience with the Batmobile face-off. I'll have to talk to him about that. I did want to see if he would bring the Octane to 1v1s, despite the fact that he's been playing exclusively Batmobile in 3s recently. But it looks like he's made a full transition into the Mobile of the Bats. And he's looking good. Looking very good. And I'm sure you guys, just as much as me, would love to see the Batmobile murder match between Fairy and Cuxer. Cuxer97, who's got a little bit of revenge to get on the general Rocket League population after Deevo took him down 4-3. Reverse swept him. And Deevo, easy rebound for him. Did well to slow down his approach, and he just uses the underside of his car to cushion the ball into the net. Good control while in the air. He's got his 4-goal lead back. Fairy Peak might need to up the aggression here. He did continue to play defensively despite the fact that he was down in game 2. Deevo is winning 3-1. But Fairy stayed defensive posturing for the majority of the game, just waiting for Deevo to overcommit. And Deevo has been going for the wall plays, even a couple of ceiling plays. When are we going to see Fairy flick the switch, go all out aggression? And how is that aggression going to look in the Batmobile? What sort of approach is he going to have in front of Deevo's net? Deevo with another air dribble, trying to accelerate it to the bottom corner, and he does. Fairy Peak not able to keep up with this one, and he gives a nice one in the chat. Very good air dribble by Deevo. Gets to the left hand side of the ball and manages to secure it in off the far post. 7-2. Fairy Peak, if there is ever a time to change up the playstyle, posture a little bit more aggressively, it is now. But the fake kickoff of Deevo is going to secure another possession for himself. This is not looking good for Fairy Peak in game 3. Backflip by Deevo. Again, the crossbar with the denial, but this time Deevo is able to secure the possession again.
Johnny, you may have changed the minimum, but you'll never be able to censor the fact that it's called the Magnus Flip. Nice try.
I mean, I'm alright for the Magnus Licks. Magnus is relevant enough to have a move named after him. But I feel like to really slam your authority on a move like that, you have to do it at a LAN. You got to bring it out at a LAN. Doing it on my stream is not a prestigious enough stage, and that's coming from me, you know. And I'm like one of the most egotistical, narcissistic personalities in the entire Twitch scene. Never mind just Rocket League. Deevo does well to get a little bit of the ball when he hits the ground, but not enough of it. Fairy Peak has loads of time to roll this one in, and it's looking a little bit more dangerous for Deevo. 5-goal lead has become 3. As Fairy Peak punishes another off-the-wall play. Why am I giving Magnus ideas? I'd love to see him try to do that at the LAN, but maybe when you're already winning. Maybe when you're already winning. I guess you're going to have a round 1 game against a North American team, potentially even an Australian team, so easy peasy a lot. First, you got to make it there, of course. Although I do think Team Secrecy will make the LAN. They're one of my picks. It's going to be tough, though. There are 5 teams in Europe right now who are definitely elevating themselves above the rest of the pack, and those are Pocket, Mocket, Secrecy, Flipside, and Northern Gaming. And with only 4 spots for the LAN, who is going to choke? Who is going to choke? Who do you guys think is going to drop out of LAN contention out of those 5? Twitch chat. Because I'd say those are probably the 5 best teams in the world right now. In my opinion, those are probably the 5 best teams in the world from what I've seen. I'd say G2 are 6th best. I'd say G2 are 6th. I think Pocket. Couple of Pockets. Couple of Mockets. 1 Secrecy. Mocket and Pocket are the favourites to drop out apparently. A couple of Northern Gamings. Another Northern. Some Pockets. Some more. You guys have got lots of Pockets apparently. Yeah, I could see Pocket choking it. I could. It's going to be an interesting one though, because they are a very solid team. Very solid team. Looks like most of you guys think Pocket are going to be the ones to miss out, but I mean, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. This show match right now is not over. Fairy back within 1. And there are 9 seconds on the clock. Deevo just needs to keep the ball under his control on this face-off, and he has the game. But will Fairy win it? Looks like Deevo has the ball in Fairy's half, but he's not going to get the possession. Fairy muscles him off it. He has to do a little bit of manufacturing here to get the ball into the air, and he will. He is dangerous with the flicks, and he's missed on the delayed variation. That was very, very dangerous for Deevo, though, to give Fairy space to control the ball on top of his car. We've seen what Fairy can do from that position, but Deevo holds on. He held on. I think at one point he had a 5-goal lead. Oh, server went down for maintenance. Typical, right? Let's find another one. And very quickly, we do have to thank a couple of people. The Network of Sky, welcome to the channel, new sub, and I appreciate that. Shadow Realm, YouTube, £20. And Cosmic Dustmite, £3, all for the prize pool.
Can
awesome
I get
to see.
Magnus Flick in the chat? Magnus Flick, Magnus Flick, Magnus Flick, Magnus Flick.
Dispose
Magnus
Normal
Flick,
with the
Magnus
£4.11.
Flick,
Hector with a
Magnus
3.
Flick,
Jeremy
Magnus Flick,
75252 with the
Magnus Flick,
821.
Magnus Flick,
And
Magnus
Swiftly
Flick,
League with the 7 months.
Magnus Flick. Thank you.
Very much appreciated, Swift, and all of the contributions to the prize pool. The prize is getting pretty high, almost filling up the
Greetings
420
from
bar.
Argentina. Keep up the good work.
My goodness. I'm like getting so much spam today. It's unbelievable. We do have a couple of huge donations to shout out as well before I forget. Henry Witecki with the 2 months in a row. Welcome back. As Fairy outplays Deevo on the wall. Deevo a little bit cheeky moving in when Fairy had the side flip ready.
2 months. That's longer than any
The bump gets
relationship
Fairy
I've
off the
ever been in
boost.
by
Aerial
about
shot is a
7
miss for
years.
Deevo.
Anyway, keep up the good work, Johnny.
Hey, I'll
Love
try my
your
best, man.
streams.
Appreciate the support.
Have a
Can't
great
believe you guys
day.
are still spamming for a tenner. It's unbelievable, but appreciate that. And by the way, Jada God TV with £100. Very much appreciated, man. And making this prize pool very, very high. Oh, Deevo off the crossbar. Should have had a tap in, but he's thrown it away. He really needed that, as Fairy has looked so good in defense. You're not going to get many freebies if you're a Deevo today, but the setup is so slow and solid. Tries to side flip at the last second to the bottom left corner, but Fairy is in the way, and that is an easy counter attack. Story of the series so far. Deevo trying to go all in at the last second, but unable to get it past the Batmobile, the Flatmobile, the toilet seat kind of looking car. I don't know, do you guys think it looks like a toilet seat on top? I kind of do. I kind of do. Just like a wobbly toilet seat. Only from the back though. From the side it doesn't, but from the back it's like just a wobbly toilet seat. Very Peak does so well to pop the ball high. He is looking very Cuxer-esque. I'm going to be asking him after the series is over if he is trying to emulate Cuxer at all with this 1v1 playstyle. And, you know, he's slotting into it very well. He's slotting into it very well. But what a touch by Deevo. Like I said in the previous show match, Deevo, perhaps one of the players who loves to just ping the ball at the back wall from that position. Instead of taking a soft touch in field, he does like to just hit the back wall and hard. Hope to catch people off guard with his speed. And even though people know he's going to come at them quickly, he can still surprise you with his acceleration. Oh, and I almost missed one. Astresque, by the way, £41 a 7, just overshadowed by the 100 of Jada. But I appreciate that nonetheless. That is so kind of you to contribute to the prize pool, and welcome to the stream as well. I'll leave it at that for now. We'll do some more shoutouts later, because we have got a series in our hands. Deevo air dribbling yet again, gets the ball on net. Fairy can't keep it out. There was a little bit of a tussle in the air, I think, for this one. Deevo just doing enough, landing on top of Fairy, getting in the way of the save. 2-1. Deevo in control of game 4. He has looked in control of just about every game at some point, but he hasn't been able to hold on to that control. Perhaps doing a little bit too much
Johnny, what was your
to try and show off for the viewers.
You became the world record holder for the biggest nose?
Well, my job before I started becoming a streamer was I was a builder. I built houses and stuff. I drove a HGV called a telehandler. For those of you who know what that is, just you know, building houses and stuff like that. That's what I did. It was pretty fun. Much harder work than being a streamer. Being a streamer is easy. Just wake up at some time during the day and go live. It's fun. It's a good day. Good job. Oh, Deevo, again, very all-in dribbling moves, and Fairy, this is reminiscent of his first goal of the game, just stays in the way of the ball. No filthy pre-jump. Deevo is pretending to take that across the goal, and last second redirected it into the bottom corner, which might be looked on as a safer variation, but against somebody who is just so quick in the counter-attack as Fairy is there really a safe way to go close to Fairy's net, land in Fairy's goal, and not concede? As Deevo again looking for an air dribble. Look at the control of Deevo, slowing down the ball and then looking to accelerate it again. Fake challenge, does force the ripper from Fairy Peak. Deevo had to get rescued by the crossbar there. He was nowhere near the territory that he would have had to be in to save this. Fairy Peak posturing forward again, not looking as dangerous in the Batmobile as he does in the Octane. I have to say that the control of Fairy in defense has never looked better.
You have well off love that like to spam.
I can't believe this. I'm never getting, like, no matter what I put the minimum donation or the minimum TTS at, it's still gonna get spammed. Another crossbar to the rescue for Deevo. Fairy Peak. I was gonna criticize his offense, but he's just this close to being on point. This close to being on point. But when he is in the Octane, he's on point. So he still needs to find his stride in offense when Deevo's in the net. Because when Deevo's been there to defend, Fairy Peak has struggled to convert. Most of his goals have been in open nets. Deevo, on the other hand, although he has also struggled to convert, he has been scoring enough to make it look like he's in control. My goodness, W spam goes on forever. I can't believe that. Oh my goodness. Top corner shot from Deevo. No crossbar to the rescue for Fairy Peak. What a shot from Deevo. Doesn't have a lot of boost in this situation, but he doesn't need it. Just a quick tap of the boost button, blast it to the top corner. Looks like the top corners have been more kind to Deevo than the bottom corners today. Another fake kickoff, but this one is not going to work. Fairy Peak firing a very awkward looking shot towards Deevo's net, and the lob gets saved by Deevo. How does he do it? Uses his own crossbar to keep that one out. We don't get to see Deevo's goalkeeping very much, because most of the time in 1v1 show matches, he's bringing it to the opposition. He's in their half, he's stealing their boost, he's getting inside their goal, he's off the wall air dribbling and off the ceiling taking shots. But when he's in goal, he is still up there with the best of them. Fairy has to take him off the pitch entirely to get the goal. Deevo kind of walked into that one, it has to be said. Walked right into that demo. But this is shaping up to be quite the series. Will Deevo be able to hold on? He did hold on to game 3, but it looked tight at the end. Good job by Deevo jumping over the demo attempt and getting the ball clear. He's grabbed the boost in the midfield. He knows he doesn't need a goal, just has to keep it away from Fairy, but Fairy has managed to work his way back into the play. Deevo again, so good at just controlling the ball around the field, takes it away from his opponent, ties the series. We're into a best of 3 now as the series moves on. 2-2. Deevo looking good, it has to be said. In his losses, Fairy Peak didn't really do much to force mistakes. It was just Deevo making a lot of unforced errors. And now Deevo is looking a lot more consistent. Will Fairy Peak be able to raise the bar once more? Will he be able to ask questions that Deevo can't answer? Will he be able to avoid the crossbar? The crossbar definitely coming to the rescue of Deevo a couple of times that last game. Deevo, look at the aggression once more, going for a bump. Pretty much on the wall of his opponent's goal. Fairy Peak is off the wall here. Deevo is in the way though. Fairy was looking for a little bit of a montage play of his own, but he's given Deevo space. And this is very dangerous. Deevo again looking for a dunk. So aggressive from Deevo. Landing incredibly far forward. Delayed flick of Fairy. Barely gets saved. Deevo off the inside of the post this time. Fairy's flicks have looked okay in the Batmobile, but we've come to expect more from him because he has looked better than almost anyone in the world in terms of his capability for getting height and power on flicks. Even the likes of Miho and Dapper haven't looked as good as Fairy at his peak. And no, I did not make that pun intentionally, but my goodness, that's a good one. I'm going to remember that one. Fairy at his peak. I'm going to write that one down. I need to whip that one out on a cast one day. People will be like, wow, this guy is so clever. But actually, It's not about improv, it's just a good memory. Like, I don't know. Do you guys think that all of your best jokes are just good memory? Or all of your funniest witty moments are actually just having a good memory? It isn't wit at all, in my opinion. It certainly is the case for me. Bit less all in for Deevo, backing off for the boost steal after taking it into the corner and into the air and into the goal. What a play from Deevo. Look at the control. He's almost lifting the ball straight up in the air. Fairy Peak sends it into his own net. What a play from Deevo. He set that up with the boost steal, chipped it off the wall, and he continued the air dribble so well. Fairy Peak is in trouble, guys. He's dropped game 3 and 4 by a single goal, but those single goals is all that you need to win the game. However, this time he ties it up. The wall shot too good for Deevo. What a dunk from Deevo off the wall right before this. He did try to get an air roll save right there, but he wasn't in position enough. Fairy Peak whipping out a wall shot. Does anyone else think that he's looking like Cuxer-esque playstyle? Is Fairy, except focusing a little bit more on bouncing and ball carrying than rolling the ball, which Cuxer does. Cuxer going for a lot more roll ball offense moves, hook shots, and last second dodges to generate the power. Fairy bouncing it and then changing the direction to get his power. But he's in the lead again. Deevo has looked in control, but you can only go so long. You can only stay consistent for a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter who you are. And Deevo is going to have to up his game yet again. But look at this slow air dribble. Are you kidding me, Deevo? We thought that the first air dribble he rips out this game was going to be the best. Oh, but look at this. It slows down the ball to take it behind Fairy Peak. That is unbelievable, Deevo. How does he do it? That is so sick. I don't know how he can have such good control. Making air dribbles look viable. Deevo, the montage man. Unbelievable stuff. Truly unbelievable. But Fairy Peak should be in the lead here. Sets up the rebound for himself. Consistency is the name of the game for the Frenchman today. How does he do it? I know. How does he do it? How in the world does he do it? That's unbelievable. He air dribbles the ball and then slows the ball down mid-air just to take it away from Fairy, who's already in the air looking to get in the way of the air dribble. It's unbelievable. Just second to none control coming out of Deevo. And this time, floor pinch on the back of the air dribble to get some territory. Will he go off the wall again? Of course he will. This might be ill-advised though. Fairy Peak, all he needs is one good touch and this should be a goal. And there it is, 4-2. Consistency is proven to be too strong right now. Deevo, he can get 2 right, but then he's got 1 wrong. And the same strategy that got him into the lead, or got him the tie game, is that strategy that bites him in the back. Charge from Deevo is successful. He does love to charge forward and take the play right into the opponent's half. I would love to see more passive defending out of Deevo though, just because he's such a good goalkeeper and we don't get to see that side of his play very often. Barely missing out on a demo actually was Deevo, but again, muscling his opponent off the ball and off the wall goes Deevo yet again. Fairy Peak does not want to commit too early. He did until last time. Deevo wishes he had more boost, even though the update for boost isn't until next week. I'll tell you, he didn't have much boost right there, and he's going to concede another one as a result. 5-2. Fairy Peak is so solid in defense. It is frustrating Deevo, and he is down by 3. This is exactly where Fairy wants to be. He wants to be in the lead. He wants to be in defense. He wants to wait for Deevo to come forward and make a mistake, and then he's going to put it into the open net with power, with speed, with accuracy. But he's going to go to the air himself, looking for a backboard. Deevo is up above his own goal to take this wide. He doesn't want to let it hit off his own back wall, even though he knows it's not in. And the flick is successful. Fairy Peak committing early for once. And Deevo is going to have to do more than that because he's hit the bar on an open net. Not going high enough. What a let off for Fairy. Deevo has hit the bar on a wide open rebound. He is known for his rebounds, but he'll want to forget about that one. Not enough boost for the hook shot. Deevo not looking good all of a sudden. And off the ceiling, trying desperately to outplay Fairy, but Fairy's just sitting on the ground saying, "What are you doing? Get down here." The ball's on the ground. What are you doing in the air, Deevo? And this is looking like Fairy is going to move on to match point. Deevo was in control. He's had all the possession, he's had all the boost, but Fairy Peak has had all of the run-ins, all the open nets. And he continues to frustrate the Englishman. Can Deevo repeat what he did against Cuxer? Can he repeat what he did against his previous Batmobile opponent? Nearly getting a save, despite he had no boost right there. 6-2, 5-2. It's all in Fairy's favor. £10 wasted scam. Well, I mean, if I up the TTS to avoid people making stupid spam noises, and then somebody spams a noise anyway, like, and gets their message skipped, get scammed. Easy scam. Beanvo is back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Deevo versus Beanvo here, with Fairy Peak sitting in goal, waiting to see who his opponent is for any given game. Yeah, some people asking me, am I sure that what's his name is living in Morocco? No, I'm not. I can't remember what the name of the player is for Zentox, who has been accused of being Moroccan. I don't know for sure if he is, but it's word on the street. Word on the street is that he's from Moroccan, and that's why he got disqualified, or perhaps getting disqualified from RLCS. 3-2. Fairy Peak takes the lead. Deevo came back from this exact scoreline against Cuxer just last week. Will he be able to repeat that against a Frenchman? Fairy Peak kills the bounce immediately, but still gets the ball past Deevo. And it doesn't look flashy, but he's getting the job done. Deevo is way out of the game. Good control by Fairy. He might have killed the bounce dribble by mistake, but it made it look intentional. Deevo dropping a wow in the chat. The whew coming in from Fairy. Deevo has a lot of work to do. Fairy has looked so solid today. There's another bump from Deevo. He's even stealing the small boost pads just to deny that. But Fairy is still going to get the flick over his opponent. And Fairy, the efficient player out of these two, staying relevant despite the fact that Deevo's got all the boost control. But that is a boomer. Deevo has tied the game. Does not get denied by the crossbar this time. It's not Rocket League's fault. I mean, I think if you don't read the rules for the RLCS or for the Rocket League Championship Series, it's your own fault. Like, if you get banned, you can't complain, because it's very clear about what countries are allowed to play. Very clear. Fairy missing on another flick. His flicks are absolutely not looking as solid as they do when he's playing in the Octane. But his defense has been so impressive today that it hasn't mattered. He's able to get the wins. He's able to get the goals, regardless of his flicks being part of his repertoire. This one does make it in, but Deevo gives himself a what a save in the chat, and we all know why. He really should be saving this. A player of Deevo's caliber, you would expect to get that.
Can I get sell out
into the crossbar?
Sell out, sell out, sell out, sell out.
Yeah, another hashtag sellout. I can't believe there's so many spam messages. It's unbelievable. I thought this was going to be like 0 spam message stream because I upped the donation amount. Fairy's got another goal. This could be curtains for Deevo. Will he be able to make the comeback not only in this game but also the series? He's caught being over aggressive in the opposition half yet again, and Fairy Peak continues to impress with his consistency. Gives up possession to Deevo, who looks for the backboard play. Isn't going to go up. He would have had an open net if he did, and he's hit the bar on the bounce shot. Fairy Peak barely missed on the clear, even though it was free. And Deevo tries to get the bump, but he doesn't get the demo. That slows him down, and he's down 4-1. Was Deevo supersonic here? Okay, what on earth? Psionics, please. To be fair, I could see the purple sparkles behind Deevo's wheels there. That means he's supersonic. How on earth did Fairy not get demoed? I don't know, because that looked like Deevo was supersonic to me. And he was boosting, so I don't know what on earth happened there. This time the demo comes in clean. Deevo, will he get the open net? It's not the best spawn for Fairy, but Deevo's shot is unideal. Yeah, Cux did beat Fairy 4-0, but that was Fairy's first ever really big Showmatch appearance, so he was very nervous, he said. I'd love to see a rematch between those two. Deevo has looked very threatening for large parts of this series, but his consistency has been called into question. And Fairy Peak has been so solid in defense, so good on the counter-attack. Even in the new look Batmobile, he is still able to take on the best players in the world. And another miss from Deevo, trying to rush forward, take the play before Fairy Peak is ready, but he's clean with the ball. 5-1. This is looking more and more difficult for Deevo the further into the game we go. And he's missed on another power shot, single jump into the ball, no dodge to be seen. Fairy, however, finds the power. He says to Deevo, I see you missing your power shot. Check this out, this is how it's done. Last second dodge, corner of the Batmobile, ball goes flying. 6-1 is the score. Is this going to be it for Deevo? Right in the twilight of one of his most impressive career victories against Cuxer. A Cuxer who had looked renewed
Selling
and
out
refreshed.
is a common idiomatic pejorative expression for the compromising of a person's integrity, morality, authenticity, or principles.
Open net
in
for Deevo.
exchange
Can
for
he score?
personal
Yes, he
gain,
can.
Such as money. It is most commonly flowers with the Twitch streamer.
That's not a bad definition. Deevo's still got a lot of work to do. The 4 goals, 2 minutes to find them. He probably will get 4 chances to score, but putting 4 chances past Fairy is not going to be easy. There's one on the net, inside of the post to the rescue. Holy cow, Fairy Peak. What on earth are you guys talking about? Deevo's had so many demos after the failed demo attempt.
Mucus 28.
But 20 seconds have gone and Deevo is yet to score. Make that 25. Clock is not working again, or is working against him right now. And Fairy Peak, despite the fact that he's getting bullied, is staying relevant. Inside of the post, did rescue him. He was a spectator for Deevo's kickoff goal attempt. But spectator or not, he's still 4 goals to the good. And looking very much in control of this game and the series. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this new look Fairy Peak. I think it's looking very solid. I'd love to see the rematch with Cuxer. Another demo for Deevo, but he accidentally touches the ball into the corner. Tries to get a bump on the spawning Fairy Peak, but the pinch in defense sets Deevo back to 1 minute. And does Deevo believe in himself right now? He needs to score with every attack right now, or else it's game over. Pop to the near post will be successful. Fairy can't keep that one out. There's 1 on the board. 48 seconds remain. 3 goals the difference. Deevo has looked like the favourite of most face-offs, and that is why he's had most of the possession in the series. But he needs to convert every chance right now, and he missed on the boost. Fairy Peak is up regardless. That might work in Deevo's favour. Yes, it will. The shot is saved though. Deevo, 38 seconds. Will go off the wall because he knows he has to take every chance. But Fairy Peak is on the wall as well, blocking that avenue. 30 seconds. Deevo still could do it, but it's getting more and more likely that Fairy Peak is a victor. Make it 2 goals. 25 seconds remain. Another diagonal face-off. Will Fairy Peak try any shenanigans here?
Johnny only
Actually stay solid. 20 seconds. Deevo on the ball. Hook shot to the pop. Over the top of Fairy. We're within 1 goal. Deevo has exploded in the past 30 seconds or so. 1 more goal is required for Deevo if he wants to complete the comeback. He wins the face-off, but Fairy Peak is still on the ball. Deevo has got exactly what he needs. He's on the ball. Tries to rip a long shot. Fairy can't save it. He's done it. He's tied the game. Finally, Deevo finds the long shot accuracy that has been missing all series. Fairy tries to stay close. Doesn't want to give Deevo any space with 5 seconds remaining. But Deevo rips it. Bottom corner. But Fairy is not done. He's got a shot on net. Deevo with the save. What a game. We're going to overtime unless Fairy has something to say about it. Deevo nips in. Keeps the ball up himself. Will there be one more chapter in this story? Deevo trying now to be the hero. Gets the bump on Fairy. And the doink to the post. So close. Deevo nearly steals it in regular time. But the overtime is where this game will be decided. What a comeback for Deevo. What strength. What presence of mind. To believe in himself. Make it possible. But he needs 1 more goal. And another game on top of that. Will he be able to stay consistent? It's Deevo versus Beanvo. Fairy Peak misses another flick. Deevo's got the open net. He's going to play it slow. Great angle for the bounce dribble. The top right is beckoning. Deevo fakes there. Goes left. Tie game. Tie series. Deevo has done it. How does he do it? What an explosion. In the last minute, Deevo does the impossible. Puts 4 goals past Fairy. What a series, ladies and gentlemen. One of the closest I've ever seen, but massive credit to Deevo. Holy cow, what a comeback. And we're going to the ace match. Deevo managed to do this against Cuxer, and he's done it against Fairy, except in much closer fashion. I think he dominated Cuxer in game 6. At this time, he let Fairy have a 4-goal lead before coming back. But this is why this man has so many fans. This is why he really rose to the top of the pro scene in 2016. But will 2017 be the year of the Englishman as well? He was second in RLCS Season 2. Will he go one further? Can he rise to the top of the 1v1 leaderboard? His offensive repertoire is almost second to none. He just needs to stay consistent, try not to outplay himself, and I'm sure he'll have this game in the bag. If you are a Fairy Peak fan though, he has just casually been dismantling Deevo this series. It hasn't looked fancy, it hasn't looked impressive, but he has just been so consistent, and he continues to be. Deevo once again not in his net to defend the open net run-in. Fairy Peak manages to find the inch that gives him the goal. He's done it again. 1-0 Fairy Peak. His first shot of the game is a goal. Deevo continues to look good on the face-off, though gets to bump onto Fairy, who was looking to intercept that.
Holy cow, what an explosion. Boom, 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 boom.
I know, what an explosion by Deevo. He actually just exploded all over the series, and an easy goal. Fairy giving him so much space. This has been Fairy's strategy for the majority of the series. He's giving Deevo space because Deevo's been kind of 50-50. Some of these slow plays have been working for him. He's been finishing the ball into the net, looking comfortable, finding the boomers that are right underneath the crossbar. But at other times, Deevo has not looked consistent at all. He's been hitting the ball straight into Fairy. He's been missing it. And look at the distance that Fairy's able to get. Deevo barely making it home in time. But well spotted by Deevo. Alert to the danger. But again, the side flip shot of Deevo is too good. Fairy might need to change up this strategy. Although he has been making this work for the series so far. Deevo, towards the end of Game 6 and at the start of Game 7, is looking unstoppable. The possession play for Deevo has been so impressive. Just the speed of which he dribbles the ball around the field and transition into an offensive move really is so frightening. The Fairy again opting to shadow, does so successfully, but look who's here in the corner stealing boost. It is Deevo, as always. 3 minutes remain, all to play for. Fairy has an open net here. He might go for the rebound. Yes, he will, using boost in this situation. Deevo has missed on the clear, but gets the save on the second shot, and he's recovered on the wall. Staying with this, he's waiting to see what Fairy will do. If at any moment there Fairy moved in, Deevo was ready to also hit the ball. But a battle at the near post. Deevo is struggling to get this ball clear. It is in such an awkward position. But Deevo stays 4 wheels on the ground. Does not want to jump in this situation. Doesn't want to give Fairy any free time on the ball. But Fairy has the boost. Deevo again, trying to keep it awkward enough that Fairy can't commit forward. Half the game gone. Fairy down by 1. Has the open net. Fires wide. Deevo's going to go up for it anyway. And Fairy's nicked his boost and got the bump on the exit, but it isn't a good one. Fairy Peak's momentum is gone and Deevo still is alive, but it looks like the boost steal is there for Fairy. If only it was next week, we would know for sure, but at least I managed to guess correctly. This has been the longest time in the entire series that Fairy Peak has boxed Deevo into his own half. Deevo for now is holding consistent, but how long can he keep the Frenchman at bay? Looks like he's finally managed to secure some boost, but at what cost? He's given Fairy space to rip a long shot. Deevo pops it high. Fairy is up for the rebound, misses it, but he's up again. Post to the rescue for Deevo. And finally, he gets exactly what he wants. He finds the possession and he puts it past Fairy. What a role reversal. We've seen a minute and a half of Deevo's defense did not crumble. First shot for him goes past Fairy and he's got the 2-goal lead. Will he be able to hold on to it? Fairy Peak now is the one who's up against the wall. And his flicks are not looking as good as they did in the Octane. Definitely more practice needed in that regard. But he still is looking threatening. Deevo, last second save, gets bumped out of net. There it is, Fairy Peak back within one. Deevo, the defensive player for the first time in the entire series. Deevo has been the one in his own goal for the majority of the game as Fairy Peak runs rings around him with possession. Deevo's hands will be shaking. Every time he's in a big series like this, he tells me that his hands were shaking, which is good to know. But finally, Deevo gets the ball. Look at the speed. He's on the run. Fairy Peak right behind him, holding the boost. Trying to get the demo. Deevo did not let go of boost for a split second there, or else Fairy would have had him. And he's got the delayed 50-50. Open net finish. Deevo outplays Fairy at the near post. Fakes a 50-50. Backs off. Fairy Peak hits it right into Deevo. He thought Deevo was committing forward with the dodge, but Deevo backed off, turned sideways. The tall hitbox of the Octane coming in clutch. And Fairy's fake kickoff has not worked out at all. Deevo comes away with the ball. Less than a minute remaining. Deevo could just run the ball around the field here. We've seen him do it before. He doesn't need any goals in this situation. He can do possession play just as good as anyone else in the world. And straight away, one touch and the shot. Deevo's up by 3. Has he done it? I know that he's got a lot of fans in the chat right now. Everybody loves an underdog. And Deevo was absolutely the underdog with 1 minute remaining in game 6. But from underdog to the top of the mountain, he is the favorite now. Fairy Peak has got all the work to do.
Able to catch you live.
Finally able to catch you live. Welcome. Fairy Peak has managed to fashion 1 goal. Great touch. Managing to recover fast enough to get a touch forward. But he needs 2 more. 26 seconds. Deevo did this to him in the previous game. Will Fairy Peak be able to do the impossible and get 2 goals against an absolutely renewed Deevo, who's going for bumps? He's got the ball under his control. Fairy Peak is staying relevant though. He's staying on it. Has the flick. Not good enough. Deevo shuts it down. Will that be game? Will it be 6-3? Fairy Peak says no, but he's running out of time. Deevo's on the ball. Dunks it for the win. Deevo has done it. Takes down Fairy Peak 4-3. He's celebrating as Fairy tries to get a celebration consolation goal to no avail. What a comeback from Deevo. Second series in a row that he's made a comeback from 3-2 down in a series to win 4-3 over one of the world's best Batmobile players. But wow, what a series. Fairy Peak making Deevo go all the way. But Deevo has done it. One of the best series that I have ever seen. By far. One of the best series I've ever seen. And a huge prize pool. Man, I think actually a viewer record as well. Almost 3,000 viewers. That is the most I've ever had on Twitch. Really well played. I'll do sellouts real quick. I'm way behind on sellouts right now. Oh my goodness, where was I? Where was I? I'm looking for where I was in the sellouts. I was at the £100 donation, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Where on earth is it? There it is. Okay, we'll catch up on sellouts, but first, thank you to all you guys for tuning in. That's insane. That is a viewer record. Over 3,000 viewers. That's the first time I've ever had over 3,000 viewers. And what a match to do it on. Deevo does take the W. Massive congratulations. I'll do sellouts, then I'll calculate the prize pool distribution, and then we'll see what else we've got on the table for tonight. We'll see. But first, I'll go to the main menu. I'll push this button so you guys can see the chat on the screen a bit more easily. Whew! Pulsium, £5. Thank you for the contribution. Go to break chip for 20. And Sensual Pudding with the 3, Klingel with the 345. All of those contributions, much appreciated, guys. Making my title a little bit more clickbait because there's more money in it. Orb Seeker 4 months in a row, welcome back. Watney 3 months, badge upgrade for you, welcome back also. El Bandito 707 and Crafty Table, both of you new subscribers, welcome to the stream. And more prize money contributions from Residente 76 with a £17.32. A lot of non-minimum contributions, guys. That is really good to see. And Dylan X Arsenal with the 411. Me apparently, Johnny Boy with the £3. I know that's not me, but Anonymous, who's pretending to be me. Thank you for the 3. The Ford Wagner with the 4. £10 from Morkan saying turn me off. I made the donation text TTS just a little bit higher. Fire Emblem Freak with a new sub, welcome. King Spectre with the 250 and the spam, appreciate that, the bits. Junket RL with the £10, £1. And Magnus with a 3. Appreciate the donations, guys. Yeah, it was over £400, and it's all thanks to every single one of you. Raf, CFC, and Dogmeat underscore, both new subs. Welcome to both of you. I appreciate that. Extra Lemons with the tenner. Skippy with a fiver. Magnus with a tenner. Psionics with a tenner. I don't know who on earth you people are that are pretending to be Magnus and Psionics. Maybe it is Magnus and Psionics. I don't know. But I appreciate it regardless. You guys are awesome. Turpox with the 2 months in a row. Welcome back. Another 2 months for Jay Schaaf and Giseltman. Both of you guys welcome also. The Foolish Bard. If you are a League of Legends player, then I've been playing a little bit of League myself. I'm a Lee Sin one trick. But I mean, every other jungler's easy peasy. You just AFK farm. Easy as pie.
Best RL caster there is.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a way you can use highlight clips after a series?
I'm sure there is, but it would involve like work and time, and I'm really lazy, so it probably ain't gonna happen. I'm looking into getting some highlights together for a big mega montage of my favorite moments on stream. I'm sure that'll happen. I'm sure that'll happen pretty soon. I've got an editor. My brother does video editing for me, so I'm sure we'll do that. But back to Sellouts XX Malo13XX with a tenner, much appreciated. Sinkabeza and Peter.org, both of you guys welcome, new subs, and a lot of my goodness, 6 £10 donations in a row, all to get some spam. I can't believe I turn up the minimum donation amount to stop people spamming, and 6 people in a row. Well off blank hole. Fairy at his peak. I gotta remember that one. Fairy at his peak. Not even Fairy at his peak could save that one. That was a good accidental pun mid-series. Piece of Control. Level 72 Magikarp. UU10 or UUU and Sellout Boy. All of you guys contributing £10. Much appreciated. And actually level 72 Magikarp. I threw your name in the middle there, but no problem. Feels Sellout Man with the tenner. Nose with the tenner. Limon Jews with the tenner as well. A lot of £10 donations. Wow. So how do you get people to donate £10? You say that you're upping the min donation to stop people spamming, and then they all spam anyway. Apparently. Who knew selling out was so easy? Wazowski won. Sorry, let me just turn off that BattleNet because it's making noises. Wazowski won 2 months in a row. Welcome back. No message. Missed opportunity to spam. But hey, Trust 89LC has made the same mistake. 4 months. Also no spam. Te Toja Husiza. 7 months, no spam. Welcome back, all 3 of you. I appreciate the continued support. We're almost there. Macho Mana with the 3 months. Koala Panda Koala with the 2 months. Virus Z with the 3 months. And very kind words from you. Irma with the 7 months. A lot of resubs, much appreciated. And Skeptics 55. You are a new sub as well. Welcome. All of the support is truly mind-blowing, and I'll go ahead and work out what the prize pool is. £403.61. £403.61. We're going to make a note of that. 0.61 in. What is that in dollars? Google. What is it? $491. Alright, we'll go ahead and make it. I should really clean up prize pools, you know? I should just clean them up, make them look a little bit cleaner. We're going to call it 500. I'll just chuck in a little bit more, because 500 looks better than 491. I should have done that like ages ago, but I'm really forgetful and stupid, so I didn't bother. We Bingo, by the way, appreciate the sub. Welcome to the channel. It's good to have you here, Bran. Good to have you. And of course, similar prize split to every other time. First 100 goes to the winner, so Deevo gets 100 off the top. 400 remains, and 400 times 0.35 is £140, or $140, sorry, for Fairy. And that would leave 360 for Deevo. 360 for Deevo, 140 for Fairy.
Amazon Prime.
Man, what a comeback! The best that's probably one of the best comebacks that I've ever seen, which ended in a series win for the player who made the comeback. So massive congrats to Deevo. More subs coming in. Unbelievable. I'll go ahead. I will put the I'm going to donation settings right now. The TTS is back to 3. If I can find out how to do that. Oh yeah, it's in the alert box. It's back to 3. I mean, I could just turn it off for show matches. I could just turn it off. But for now, I'm putting it back to 3. It's back on £3. There we go. Just for the show match, because I knew I was gonna get spammed non-stop because it was insane. So I decided to put it up. Hope you guys are okay with that. I'll go ahead and get the prize money paid out to those guys after the stream, because I've already got both of their PayPals, so I don't need to find that out right now. Michael Slaw with the sub, welcome to the channel. And also Whoopi Goldberg with the new sub, very much appreciated. Welcome to the channel, guys. And Gilf Mo, 5 months in a row. What a game to start vacation. Hey, congrats on the vacation, dude. Congrats. Playing a bit of Zelda, that's what I like to hear. Coxer versus K-Dop or Deevo versus Kronovi rematch. Those are two matches that I would absolutely love to see. Two matches that I would absolutely love to see. I'll be sure to stream.
What a game to start vacation.
As much as possible.
Now back to Zelda. Keep up the good work as always. Shout out to the Rocket League community.
Yeah, shout out to the Rocket League community.
What a great time to be a gamer.
Oh, so I'm being heard. I'm being heard. I'm being told. I'm being told that the boy who was being accused of signing up for RLCS with a nationality that is not allowed to play is actually dual nationality. So that might be true, might not. I'm not sure. That's just something I've heard right now.